On a cold October night in rural Pennsylvania, a family reported something impossible. At exactly 3:33 a.m., every television in their house turned on by itself. The same channel appeared on every screen, a channel that didn't exist. The father watched for 13 minutes. The next morning, he was gone. No footprints, no signs of struggle, no explanation. And, according to a forgotten collection of police reports, he wasn't the first. There are urban legends that spread through whispers, stories told around campfires, warnings passed between strangers online. But few are as disturbing as the legend known as the shadow broadcast. According to the myth, a mysterious television channel appears once every year, only for 13 minutes, only at 3:33 a.m. No cable provider carries it. No satellite company recognizes it. No one knows where the signal comes from. Yet thousands claim to have seen it, and those who watch until the end disappear. Most people dismiss the story as internet folklore, a creepy tale created to frighten late-night viewers, until they discover something unsettling. The dates always match, the reports are always similar, and every witness describes the same broadcast, frame by frame. The first documented case. The earliest known report came from 1987, a small town in Ohio. A local journalist named Daniel Harper was investigating strange television interference affecting several neighborhoods. Residents claimed their TVs would suddenly switch channels during storms. Most broadcasts were harmless, static, broken signals, fragments of distant stations. But one night, Daniel saw something different. At 3:33 a.m., his television flickered. The screen turned black. Then white text appeared. It read, "Do not look away." Daniel later described feeling an overwhelming pressure in the room, as though someone had entered the house. Someone standing just behind him, watching. The broadcast continued. Old footage appeared. Children standing silently in empty fields. Dark hallways. Abandoned houses. Each image lasted only seconds, yet each felt wrong, almost familiar, as if the footage had been taken from his own memories. Then Daniel noticed something impossible. The final video clip showed his street, his house, and a figure standing outside his bedroom window. Daniel rushed to the window. No one was there. When he turned back toward the television, the figure was now inside the room, standing directly behind the camera. That was the final entry in his journal. Daniel Harper vanished 3 days later. His body was never found.
The investigation. For decades, the story remained buried. Then, in 2016, documentary filmmaker Ethan Graves became obsessed with the legend. He spent years collecting reports, interviewing witnesses, searching police archives. Most cases shared disturbing similarities. Every disappearance occurred after exposure to the broadcast. Every victim watched until the end, and every witness described seeing someone, a shadow. Not a person, not a creature, a silhouette, completely black, featureless, standing in impossible places, at the end of hallways, behind doors, inside reflections, always watching, always waiting. Ethan dismissed the stories at first, mass hysteria, false memories, coincidences. But then he found something he couldn't explain. A collection of VHS tapes recovered from missing persons. Each tape contained fragments of the broadcast, and every tape was different. The footage seemed customized, personal, tailored to the viewer, as if the signal knew who was watching. The broadcast returns. October 31st, 2024, 3:33 a.m. Ethan decided to witness the phenomenon himself. He prepared cameras throughout his apartment, audio recorders, backup power systems, everything. He planned to document the phenomenon scientifically. At first, nothing happened. Then every electronic device activated simultaneously. Television, laptop, tablet, even an old portable screen with no power source, all displaying the same channel. The screen remained black for nearly 30 seconds. Then came the voice, soft, distorted, almost human. It whispered, "We've been waiting." Ethan felt the room temperature drop instantly. His breath became visible. Something moved behind him, not seen, felt. The broadcast continued. Images flashed rapidly, places from Ethan's childhood, his elementary school, his first apartment, the hospital where his mother died, locations no stranger should know. Then the footage changed. Now the camera seemed to be inside his apartment, moving slowly through dark rooms, approaching the living room, approaching him, frame by frame, closer, 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 until the camera reached the exact spot where Ethan was sitting. The screen went black. For 5 seconds, then appeared a message. Turn around. The truth. Ethan refused. Every instinct screamed at him not to move, but curiosity won. Slowly, he turned. At first, he saw nothing. Then he noticed the darkness near the hallway, a shape, standing motionless, human-sized, completely black. No eyes, no face, no details, just absence, like a hole cut into reality itself. The figure didn't move, but the room somehow felt smaller, as if the walls were closing in. The broadcast continued. Another message appeared. It has always been here. Suddenly, memories flooded Ethan's mind. Moments throughout his life, times he thought someone was watching him. A shadow in a doorway, a shape near his bed, a figure at the end of a hallway. Events he had dismissed, forgotten, ignored. The realization was horrifying. The broadcast wasn't introducing the shadow, it was revealing it. The thing had always been there, watching, waiting, growing closer, year after year. The final 13 minutes. The last segment began. A countdown appeared. 13 minutes, 12 minutes, 11 minutes. The shadow stepped forward, not walking, simply appearing closer. Each time Ethan blinked, closer. The cameras captured everything, yet later investigators found something strange. The footage never showed the figure, only Ethan reacting to empty space. As the countdown neared 0, the television displayed one final image, a live camera feed, his living room, his chair, his television, but Ethan wasn't visible. According to the screen, he was already gone. The countdown reached 0. Every device shut off simultaneously. Silence filled the apartment. When police entered 2 days later, they found cameras, recorders, research notes, an empty chair. Ethan Graves had vanished. just like every victim before him.
Months later, investigators reviewed Ethan's final recordings. Most contained only static, but one audio file survived. A single whisper, clearer than anything else. A voice not belonging to Ethan. A voice speaking directly into the microphone. It said, "Next year, someone else will watch." Authorities closed the case. No explanation was ever found. No body was recovered. No evidence could explain how a man simply vanished between two frames of a recording. Some believed it was an elaborate hoax. Others believed the broadcast was never meant to be watched, only obeyed. But if the reports are true, then somewhere, sometime next year, the signal will return, and someone else will be watching. Maybe a stranger, maybe a friend, or maybe you. If you enjoyed tonight's story, leave a like so we know you're still here. Subscribe to the channel and join us for more dark mysteries, disturbing legends, and stories that blur the line between reality and nightmare. And before you go, tell us in the comments, what would you do if your television turned on by itself at 3:33 a.m.? Until next time, keep the lights on, and if you hear static in the middle of the night, don't answer it.